be a service here. How can we help?
To the musician. That's Dustin.
Ready? We wish to make a peace. Like no more. Return to our home.
You have lost this battle, sir. The only thing that we will accept is your surrender.
No, you can't do this. Very well.
The terms of this treaty will be simple. You and your army must leave the Virginia territory and never return. In addition, the Shawnee hereby relinquish all claim to the land known as the Kentucky. Well done, lads! Militia can disband!
Stanley back! You've gone too far! The other chiefs won't go around with this. Neither will we. The battle was lost. This is just to get us home. Shamanise learned that the Kentucky is a dark and bloody ground.
All right, men. Soon as winter breaks, we're heading home to Harrodstown.
Profitable? Very profitable. Come into the parlor here. Sit down and make yourself comfortable. I trust that the meal was satisfactory.
Oh, yes it was. Mighty fine dinner, Judge Henderson. Been a long while since I've had something that good to eat. I didn't have to shoot myself.
Glad you enjoyed it. I was particularly enjoyed the your tales of the frontier. I really like the one about how you and Mr. Stone were set upon by a party of hostile Indians. You knocked unconscious, him throwing you over his shoulder and using your body as a club.
Every word of it true, Judge. Every word of it true.
Yes, yes, of course. Actually, it's about the frontier that I wish to speak to you.
The frontier. So you think about maybe heading out west, take a look around for yourself?
Well, something of that nature, but a bit more, shall we say, ambitious.
Well, what you have in mind?
Mr. Boone, I've heard a great deal about you. If even half of it is true, it leads me to believe that you're the man that we need.
We.
My friends, a group of friends, myself, and some business associates, we have formed a company.
Well, I see. Now, what does that have to do with me?
Oh, land, Mr. Boone, land. We intend on purchasing the greater part of that Kankakee, as you call it, and eventually petitioning for colony status with the Crown. We call ourselves the Transylvania Company. What do you think?
What do I think? I think you must be drunk, Judge. Who you intend on buying it from?
Well, we're meeting with representatives of the Cherokee Nation this March and offering them terms.
The Cherokee. The Cherokee claim they've got the right to sell you Kentucky.
Ah,
Well, I can think of a few folks to take issue with that.
but Mr. Boone, you're forgetting the fruits of your great victory in Lord Dunmore's war.
It wasn't much of a war, Judge. I've been in bigger tavern brawls.
Well, nevertheless, the outcome is still the same. The Shawnee gave up claim to all land south of the Ohio River.
Oh, so you figure that means...
Well, if not the Shawnee, who but the Cherokee?
Well, James Harrod and those other Pennsylvania folks for starters. Matter of fact, they've got a nice little settlement started out there. I was thinking about maybe filing a claim and bringing my family out there.
Filing a claim, you say? Exactly who would you be filing it with?
Well, Virginia, of course.
Yes, of course. A bit tricky, though, since Virginia has not accepted jurisdiction of that Kankakee, you call it.
Well, we figured we would take our chances.
Mr. Boone, I admire men like you. You were used to business, you were stock and trade. You were used to living beyond the conveniences of society, depending upon nothing more than your own skill and experience.
You smell smoke, Judge. Is that just what you're blowing up my backside?
Not at all, Mr. Boone. My point is this. Living by your wits and flintlock is all well and good if you have no one depending upon you but yourself. But you tell me that you're taking your family, your wife and children into the wilderness as well?
Well, what of it?
Well, Mr. Boone, don't you long for a legacy? Something to leave for your children when you're gone? You think you can seriously accomplish that by throwing in with this group of ragtag ex-soldiers and farmers?
You watch what comes out of your mouth next, Judge Henderson. Those ragtag ex-soldiers and farmers are friends of mine. James Harrod is a fine man.
I don't doubt that quality, Mr. Boone. And I have heard that Harrod is a natural leader. But he lacks the thing that we find in you. Fortitude. When your son was murdered and your party simply gave up and went back to North Carolina, you did not give up. They were overwhelmed by the enmity and the risk, but not you. It is a shame, though, that their lack of conviction left you in, how shall I say this delicately, such tight circumstances. Now, please don't take offense, Mr. Boone, because none is intended. But it is no secret that you pretty much lost everything when your party decided to abandon the venture.
Judge Henderson, my affairs are none of your business. We've always gotten by, we always will.
Wouldn't you like to do more than just get by? When you're out there building a life for yourself and your family, wouldn't you like to know behind you was a group of men of considerable advantages and resources? That these would be standing behind you?
What is it you want from me exactly?
Be our chief guide and scout. Lead parties through the Cumberland Gap and into Kentucky. And in exchange, the company will offer you a considerable amount of land and a position of influence once the county is settled.
Well, Judge Henderson, I've always been told if something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Are you sure all this is legal?
Oh, perfectly legal under English law.
English law, yes, but what about Virginia or North Carolina law?
Well, there may be some finer points to be worked out. This settlement of Harrod's, what's it called?
Harrodstown.
Harrodstown. Nice ring. But you know, I think that Boonestown or perhaps Boonesborough has just as nice a ring, don't you?
Boonesboro. I believe it does, Judge. I believe it does.
Then I believe we have an accord, sir.
We do.
Come right into my office here, taking the liberty of preparing a contract. You'll put your mark on it, we'll be able to get things underway.